Time feels constant, but nature often challenges our assumptions. Ethelgard Island, a remote speck in the South Atlantic, became the center of a mystery that defied explanation. Sailors spoke of strange fogs, endless daylight, and watches that lost time. Stories dismissed as myth until technology caught up. Satellite data revealed impossible readings, electromagnetic fields, and atmospheric densities that made no sense. It was as if the island existed in its own reality, a phenomenon soon called the Kronos anomaly. The world's curiosity was piqued. Was this a place where the laws of time itself were different? Scientists prepared for an unprecedented expedition, hoping to unlock the secrets of time. The world watched, breath held, as humanity set out to explore the true nature of time on Ethelgard. This was the beginning of a journey into the unknown. Ethelgard's mystery drew the world's top scientists, eager to study what seemed like a real-life time anomaly. Physicists, geologists, and biologists saw the island as a chance to test theories and discover new life. Billions were invested in the Ethelgard project, aiming to build a permanent research base, Newton base. The mission was clear: measure, compare, and understand the Kronos anomaly. Teams brought atomic clocks, environmental suits, and experimental gear, ready for anything. The world's media followed every step, hailing a new age of discovery, the hope to map the island's temporal field and perhaps even harness its secrets. Some whispered of technology that could manipulate time itself. The lure of Ethelgard was the lure of the unknown, and the world was captivated. The stage was set for a scientific revolution. On April 15th, 2025, the first expedition, Pathfinder 1, landed on Ethelgard, broadcast live to billions. Dr. Aris Thorne, the lead scientist, stepped onto the black volcanic sand, declaring a new leap for science. The team set up camp and began deploying atomic clocks and sensors across the island. Early data showed tiny discrepancies, nanoseconds lost compared to clocks in London. Excitement soared. Was this proof that time moved differently here? Dr. Thorne's video logs described strange light, lingering shadows, and a sense of temporal displacement. The world was enthralled by the idea that Ethelgard bent the rules of time. The first evidence seemed to confirm the impossible. The island's legend grew overnight. Science and myth collided on Ethelgard's shores. 3 weeks in, Dr. Thorne revealed the time slip to the world in a live broadcast. 2 timers, one on Ethelgard, one in London, showed a 2-second lag after 21 days. "We have been living slightly in the past," Thorne announced. Headlines exploded. A new era in physics had arrived. Theories abounded. Was the island's dense core warping spacetime? The explanation fit Einstein's relativity, and the world embraced it. Dr. Thorne became a celebrity. Ethelgard, a symbol of scientific wonder. People debated the implications for aging, communication, and the nature of reality. The time slip became a cultural phenomenon. The world believed it had witnessed the breaking of time. The island's mystery seemed solved, but cracks soon appeared in the perfect theory. Not everyone was convinced. Cambridge chronobiologists noticed that plants and people on Ethelgard followed normal 24-hour cycles, contradicting the time slip theory. If time slowed, everything should slow, but only atomic clocks were affected. Geophysicists pointed out the island's core couldn't possibly be dense enough to warp time without massive, observable effects. Digital watches worked fine, only GPS-synced atomic clocks lagged. Doubts grew, and the simple narrative began to unravel. The mystery deepened as inconsistencies mounted. The real breakthrough came from meteorologist Dr. Ilara Vance. She discovered the island's mist was filled with unique crystalline particles that bent and delayed GPS signals. The atomic clocks weren't measuring time distortion. They were fooled by delayed signals. The time slip was an illusion, a technological artifact of atmospheric interference. Biological processes and quartz watches were unaffected because they didn't rely on GPS. The grand theory of warped spacetime was replaced by the mundane reality of bent radio waves. The Kronos anomaly was a case of bad reception, not broken physics. The truth was simpler and more humbling than anyone expected. Yet, visitors still felt lost in time on Ethelgard. The mist filtered sunlight, creating endless dawns and dusks, confusing the body's internal clock. Crew members described feeling jet-lagged, with hours slipping by unnoticed. Botanist Lena Petrova wrote, "The sun never truly rises or sets. My sense of time dissolves." The effect was psychological, not physical, a result of sensory deprivation and altered light. This Ethelgard effect became a new field of study in chronobiology and psychology. The island revealed how easily our perception of time can be manipulated by environment. The real anomaly was in the mind, not the fabric of reality. Ethelgard became a living experiment in human perception. The myth of Ethelgard ended not with a discovery, but a disaster. Construction of a permanent base was plagued by GPS failures and confusion. The opening of the airstrip ended in catastrophe when a cargo plane crashed due to mismatched GPS signals. The incident, broadcast live, forced a total re-evaluation. Dr. Vance's atmospheric theory finally explained everything. There was no time slip, just a costly scientific mistake. The world learned a hard lesson about technology, environment, and the dangers of wishful thinking. The dream of a time-bending island was over, but its legacy was just beginning. The fallout was swift. Careers ended, funding vanished, and Newton Base was abandoned. Yet, Ethelgard's story became a cautionary tale about scientific bias and the limits of technology. The discovery of the mist's effects improved GPS systems worldwide. The Ethelgard effect opened new research into human perception and chronobiology. The island's lessons are now used to prepare astronauts for sensory deprivation. Ethelgard reminds us that the greatest mysteries often have the simplest explanations. The quest for a time-bending island revealed the power and the peril of human curiosity. Sometimes, the real wonder is not in the anomaly, but in the search itself.